Actually, welcome back, my 20 twin twins. We on our way, my 20 twin twins. Welcome back, y'all, to another motherfucking video. Welcome back, y'all. It's Mama Twin here. Anyway, actually, sorry for the clicking, because y'all know I just be making videos. I don't take them out anymore. I am eating my breakfast, so. Oh, this is good. I am drinking, sorry my voice sounds a little off. My voice been sounding really crazy lately. Not sick or anything, just, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I know I look fat, because I am. Well, at least halfway there. I'm more than half. I'm very close to being there. I'm drinking, salted caramel black tea. Shit's good. I've never had this before. This is really good. Sorry, my voice sounds like I'm going through puberty. I don't know what that's about. I'm here in my robe because it is like 9 o'clock in the morning. Been up since 5. Been up since 3 this morning. So I'm about to eat breakfast finally. Said I was gonna give y'all an update on what's been going on with the whole pregnancy thing. I won't be showing y'all my belly today because of what I got on, but I'm eating blueberry swirl sauce, I guess. Picked up yesterday from the store. Thought it'd be good to try. I did get a little bowl of yogurt. Not really a big yogurt fan, but got a little bowl. So officially in my last trimester. Doing good, doing great. No issues. I wanted to film my I wanted to film my gestational diabetes test that I just took, but I didn't get to film it. Let me explain to y'all what that. Okay, let's go back to trimester number 1. Trimester number 1, I was extremely tired all the time. Didn't want to do anything. I'm just over it and super tired, right? Trimester number 2, I found out what I was having. Things for me started to go downhill with my whole support system and whatnot. But, I had to keep pushing. Nothing really crazy, but it started to crash. He was growing fine. Look, he knows I'm talking about him, and he knows I'm up because he's moving around. I might show you guys my belly in a little while, but things just started to get a little cray as I started to get fat. I didn't notice how fat I looked until seeing my face. Look, y'all, my eyelashes is all. Look, this is a mama video for real. Look, this is a mama video for real. But no, my the father of my kid, love him very much. Still love him, even though me and him are no longer together. I do love him, despite of what he may feel. Still love him. I'm not gonna sit here and drag him because Or not gonna sit here and bash him or whatever, because that's just not me, you know. I didn't make this baby alone, and I didn't make this baby out of hate and out of anger. So that's where that's gonna stay. Um, that was pretty much my whole second trimester, just trying to get my energy back, and you know, it was kind of rocky for me emotionally. Emotionally, being pregnant is very hard. It's something that, sorry if you guys hear dogs barking. I'm sitting by my window. Or if y'all hear birds chirping or whatnot, I'm sitting by the window. I should probably close this window so y'all can't hear it. Anyway, um, yeah, like I was saying, um, I was just trying to get my energy back, try to get back in the groove, things. Oh man, see, this is what happens when I don't sleep. See, look at this, crazy. I just look crazy. Y'all look cray cray. Anyway, it's early in the morning. I don't care. But um, you know, things came into, oh, me physically. Me physically, I was doing okay. Me emotionally, I was struggling. When they say postpartum and, you know, depression, all that stuff, for pregnancy, let me tell y'all, it's real. I don't know if y'all ever talked to somebody who's pregnant or whatnot, but the shit's real, okay? Like, it's so important to have a good support system or a good team. Not even really a team, like a good support system with you, a good, strong, somebody who can, you know, really have your back. Because if you don't have that, you're gonna slip through the cracks. Now, this is not for all people. Everybody's pregnancy is different, but mine was, because I didn't have a very strong support system, and I didn't have, you know, I didn't have those things. I started to slip through the crack. Now, I was gone for a long time from the last video I made because I got really, really depressed, really anxious, really, I was sad a lot. And I just felt like I didn't want to do it anymore. Although we know I don't have that choice anymore. Don't have that choice anymore. And just to give up. So, you know, I didn't have that choice anymore just to give up. So I kind of started slipping through the cracks of wanting to get up. Didn't want to get up for work. Although I had to because I have bills I have to pay. So I was just over it. I was over life. I was over being pregnant. I just didn't want to do this shit anymore. It was too hard. I just felt like I was by myself. People don't understand when you're pregnant, you go through a lot of different things. You go through a lot of different states of emotions. You go through a lot of different just feelings in general. And one of the biggest feelings I found myself feeling was I felt really, really alone. And although I had someone assuring me that I wasn't alone, it didn't really feel like it. And that also, because I was so depressed with inside my mind, I didn't like I didn't have the emotional mindset to say, okay, well, maybe I'm not alone. But I didn't. And instead, all I did was argue, and it was a lot going on emotionally and mentally. It was a lot. It was a lot of battles that I had to get over. Another thing people don't tell you about is when you get pregnant, some people have dreams Okay? Now, these dreams are all over the place. Sometimes I wake up and I'm scared out of my mind. Sometimes I wake up and I'm happy. Sometimes I wake up and I just don't know what the fuck to do. Because the scarier dreams are the ones that you remember. The scarier dreams are the ones that put you in a depressed state of mind. And I don't know if it's because if it's because I'm worried, or if it's because, you know, I feel a certain way, or whatever, but it definitely makes you feel like you're going crazy. Like it makes you feel real, like you don't know what to do. There's this thing called um, postpartum um, what's it called? Postpartum OCD. Postpartum OCD. Now, postpartum OCD is the ones. It's that's not what it is. It's two different types of postpartum. Man, I wish I could remember what it was called. One is called postpartum OCD, and one is called postpartum anxiety. No, I was gonna say anxiety, but I don't think that's what it's called. Anyway, it's when you start having thoughts of like all the bad things that can happen. Like, what if I did this? What if I did this? I just want to see what happens if I do this. Not that you're gonna act on them, just the thought of them. You know, it's all the bad thoughts, all the like, what if I shake my baby? What if I do this? What if I do this? What if now we know it's a bad outcome that comes out of those things. Jail, death, all of those things. But it's not the act of doing it. It's the thought of doing it, or the thought of what if, or the thought if maybe I should just see, or the thought of, all those kind of things. And that's what I really want to stay away from. Like, some people can't help it, but those are the things that I want to stay away from. Now, the postpartum OCD is when you act upon those things, or you know, test the waters. Or, you didn't test the waters. You jumped full on for, like, you jumped in. Like, you jumped in, went to the deep end, and you're not coming, you can't recover from those things. Those are people who think that babies are possessed by the devil and all kinds of crazy stuff. And whew. Anyway, I just learned those things too, because I really have to get myself under control so I don't slip into those kind of things. Even though I'm not, look, I'm not crazy, okay? I know things are wrong. I know there's things that you should not do. I know right from wrong. So I'm not slipping into those categories. Well, the OCD category. But the other one is kind of where the dreams are at. Um, the dreams are kind of sort of the same. The dreams are kind of sort of like one day I got in a car accident, or one day, or got in a car accident, everybody died. Well, the baby died. Or um, I was at home and somebody came in my house and they tried to kill me and stab me in the stomach. I didn't die, but the baby died. Everything happens, and the result of it happening is the baby's dying. So those are the dreams. But I don't know if it's because I'm so worried because I want to be good, like I want to be a good parent, or if it's like something like, you know, I don't know. But I think it's more because like I'm worried and I don't want anything to happen. I'm like just thinking of all the possibilities and all the things that I should do to stay away from. But other than that, people don't tell you about those things. Those things really happen. Um, People really think that way. People really get depressed, and your support system don't understand. Like they don't understand the thought process that you go through. They don't really know the support that they need to give you. They don't really know. Like, they're doing the best they can, but it's not really, they're not going in the right direction. Like, they're over here and you're over here. Like, you need this support, but they're giving you this support. And you need to figure out how you can get them to give you this support without making them feel like shit. And unfortunately for me, it went this way. It was two separate ways. And um and it's really hard to get back to not be depressed and, to be happy and blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty much, I'm trying to get back to being happy. Although there were some things that happened and that not so happy about, but some people don't like to look at themselves in the mirror. That's me. Mm. From here up, I look at myself in the mirror. From here down, I'm not doing it. I took my mirror down in my room. I don't want to see myself. Um, and that's just again, a depression thing. But no matter how many times people tell you, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah, I know I'm fine, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like I used to feel. I don't look how I used to look, and I'm not really liking it. Again, the whole I want to give up, but I don't have a choice kind of thing. So, with that being said, my third trimester so far is going great. This whole pandemic thing is really, really fucking up the world, I guess. And it's really taking a toll on people, not on me. Because I go home and I go to work and I come home. That's it. That's all I do. And I sleep and eat. But, you know, that's. I just started my third trimester and it's almost time. Almost time. Almost time to see a little bundle of sunshine. And people ask me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm like, I don't have a choice. I don't have see, my voice is doing this thing where it sounds like I'm going through puberty. I don't have a choice but to be ready. As much as I say, I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I don't want to come. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I ain't got a choice. That's one of the funniest things people ask me all the time. A lot of people ask me, do people touch my belly? The answer to that is, if I know you, like if we're cool and I know you, if you ask me, I'll let you touch my belly. Now, my family, they don't care if I say yes or no. They gonna walk up to me and touch it anyway. They don't give a fuck. Like, they don't care. If I say I want personal space, they gonna walk up to me and, oh my god, like, they gonna rub it. Like, it's like a ball, like a what are those? A genie? No, not a genie. A psychic ball. One of those globes, those crystal globes. That's how they rub my belly, like it's a crystal globe or something. Like, they could see into the future. I don't know. They crazy. Now, have I ever had a random person ask me to rub my belly? No. Have I ever told somebody no to rub my belly? Yes, I have. I was like, don't touch my stomach. I think it's weird. I don't want everybody putting their hands on me. And that's very rare that somebody that I know asks me to rub my stomach. Other than my family, they don't care. They just gonna touch it. And at that point, I just have to let them, because I can't do anything about it. I can't just be like, get off it. Well, I can, but I'm not going to just be like, get off of me. I'm not going to do that. So I just say whatever. I did go to the hospital recently. Very recently, like last week. I went to the hospital because I got really, really short-winded, out of breath, couldn't really breathe. I was at work and it was getting bad. It was so bad that my manager was like, stand here and don't move. And I had to stand in one spot until I could breathe without sounding like I was dying. or without sounding like I was going to stop breathing at any moment. So, after I left work, I went to the hospital. Um, they made me go on a walk, and because they couldn't tell that I wasn't breathing right, because everything looked normal, like my oxygen level was normal and all. Well, my oxygen level was at 90 when I first got there. When the doctor checked it again, it was at 100. So it went up. But they made me go on a walk to see how it sounded when I breathed. So, child, they put me on this, they hooked me up to this little monitor thing and made me go on a walk. Child. I went halfway down the hall and they was like, how you feeling? I was like, I feel good. Like, I can breathe, you know. We started walking back and I was like, I cannot breathe. Like, they was hearing it. They could hear it. And they was like, oh, my God. Like, your heart rate jumped up. Like, my heart rate was going up and all kinds. Like, it was just weird. It was crazy. They couldn't really figure it out. And then they took my blood and did my blood count test or whatever. All that stuff was normal and whatnot. Then I got seasoning in my fingernails. Anyway, then they diagnosed me with this thing called dysemia. No, dysemia. I can't pronounce it anymore. I'm not in the medical field anymore. I can't pronounce it. They diagnosed me with this thing, which means I could get really short of breath really fast, and I need to take a break, and I get swollen, like my hands and feet, and some people said it was preeclampsia, but it's not preeclampsia. Not at all. They didn't tell me I had preeclampsia, so we're going to stay away from that one. I have noticed that my ankles get swollen really bad. My ankle's swollen right now, and I haven't even done anything. My feet get real tight. My ankles get swollen. My foot gets a little big. It's hard to walk on my feet when my feet are swollen because it hurts. My toes get a little chubby and whatnot, but that's about it, child. That's all that's going on with me. Just, little mama update. Oh, I guess I can show you guys my little, oh, you guys can't even see. Ooh, keep my bottoms closed. This is the big old bellow. Ooh. This is the big old bellow. This was my belly button piercing, and this is my navel. It's the big old bellow. It's humongous. It's a lot bigger than it was the last time. Ooh. You guys hear me breathing all hard now. It sounded a whole lot worse when I was at work, but yeah, nothing much going on with me. My toes really hurt now because my toes are swollen. Little chunky things, little fat things, ankles all swollen. Ow, it hurts. Should go soak my foot. Oh, look at that. See, ankle swollen, all kinds of shit. Hands swell up. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna log out, y'all. I don't forget how my goddamn outro go. I done forgot how my daggone. Look, I ain't did a video in so long, I don't even know what's going on. Look. Bye, y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one. Okay? Actually, hopefully, the next one we might do when it's closer to get, to push mode out. So, Mama Twin is out.